Hi, everybody. We're here outside of the Methodist Training Center hanging out with Clint Stoerner, Ron Hughley from The Drive with Stoerner and Hughley, Sports Radio 610. Guys, 3 weeks of OTAs in the books. This has been riveting. And we get to watch for a little bit and see some of the action out here. These guys get some work in.
Look, man, I love it. Anytime you can come out here and watch an NFL franchise work in the offseason and with all the young draft picks that they have and the youth on the team mixed with some of the older fellas that they brought in, it's a beautiful day, man. It's 4 panels, 8 laces, leathers in the air, and we get to watch it. So I enjoy the heck out of it.
All right, every day we're out here, not only is it going to change, Ron, everybody's watching the quarterbacks. That is going to be the topic moving forward. We just got to get used to it, right?
Absolutely, and it's fun though, right?
Yeah.
Like this is, and I think watching the quarterbacks is kind of a symbol of this team. It feels like it's real this time. Like you don't have to kind of fake yourself and kind of come up with scenarios of how this could be a successful team. You see the talent out there, and I think the quarterback position is a reflection of how real this organization has gotten here of late.
All right, watching these quarterback drills, and again, we get a limited sample when they allow the media to watch, but what are you seeing in these drills? And I'll start with you, Clint, from C.J. Stroud and the way he's kind of carrying himself and communicating with the guys out there.
Well, I think from an on-field perspective, there's just a level of effortlessness, if you will, with a top 5 drafted quarterback. Whether you're talking about the ability to throw the ball with touch underneath to the running backs, a lot of guys struggle with that. It's all fastball all the time, and it's hard on the running back. CJ's got a knack for that level of touch. And then you look at some of the wide side throws, the down the field throws, they're just effortless for him. And so it really is, from a passing game perspective, it really is just about him learning the speed of the game and learning this offense, man. And it's been fun to watch, although we've only seen it 3 times now, 4 times with rookie minicamp. You can see it, a week apart each time, and you can see some growth. So it's fun to watch a young man become a professional, and it's very easy to pick out the number 2 overall draft pick and those tangible abilities for sure.
All right, mini camp is next, and then they take a break. Then regular camp starts in late July. When you look at the quarterback's pecking order, is this going to drag into the preseason? You think they might establish that, hey, CJ's the guy in training camp?
They better. That's what the establishment needs to be. I mean, we see from week 1 to now, week 2 to week 3, he seems to establish himself as to be the guy that is running with the one. So hopefully about that. But I don't want to just keep talking about these quarterbacks. What about the guy they moved heaven and earth to get? I'm loving Will Anderson, baby. I'm loving. We talked about it last week. I think we can clearly see why they love that cat. Yeah. He looks like he wants to be out there every snap, and I can't wait to see him in pads as we get closer to see. But he looks different than everybody else with his speed and athleticism.
Like his size, like a move.
Well, let him have that defensive stuff, man. Let's bring it back over to this offensive side of the football. Let me tell you something. Watching Tank Dell today, and I've watched him 3 times now. You can make what you want about his size. You can make what you want about coming out of U of H and the offense that he played in. Yeah. That kid is a weapon. That kid is going to be a problem. He is a weapon for Bobby Slowick, for C.J. Stroud. He is going to be fun to watch. Can play inside, can play outside. I think people are pigeonholing him because of his size into a slot receiver. I don't think that's the case. He's the real deal. He's going to be a problem.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, and I hope he's durable. That's the thing. You see him out there. He's just not that big, but hopefully he can take the hits. I want to ask y'all, follow up just the receiving core in general. How big of a concern is this right now with who they're going to be throwing out there right now? Do they need to go seek some more help between now and training camp starts?
It's to me the biggest issue they have right now. Everywhere else you can kind of say, okay, I can put together some things there. The receiver position, it is clear they are short a weapon. Yeah. And I think that's going to be the thing to watch to see if they can add some pieces there.
Look, I just think when you talk about the receivers, there's clearly several guys that could be 2s and several guys that could be a 3 receiver. Yeah. The problem is you don't have that top end guy that a play caller and a quarterback can rely on. And so with this particular group, I think they got to go seek help, because without help, their offensive coordinator, their play caller, and their quarterback, they're going to be handcuffed any way you slice it. Now the problem is who's out there? Right. What are your options? And we'll see. When guys come available, I like the fact that they're flipping stones on guys, that's for sure.
But if you're an opposing defense, you're probably looking at these guys saying, who scares us the most? Yeah. Nobody right now, and it's going to make it easy for opposing defense. One last question before we wrap it up. The presence of being around D'Amico Ryans, the way he's dealing with things right now, the staff he's put together, you like what you're seeing in here?
Love what I'm seeing across the board, not just with D'Amico. Not surprised at all with D'Amico Ryans. We spent some time with him initially when he was first hired, and it was obvious immediately that this guy's got that it factor. So not surprised by him. I think where I've been surprised is, and I don't know if it's him rubbing off or if it's just a little change of course here, but the way that Nick has seemed to open up a little bit, and the way that C.J. Stroud has been able to communicate with D'Amico and Nick, it's almost brought a little different vibe from the management, if you will, the head coach, the general manager. I like that level of communication, which I think obviously stems from D'Amico.
The man also looks like he can still play linebacker.
Yeah, he does. I just think when D'Amico got here, it became serious.
Yeah.
Like they felt like a serious organization, and in the past, I'm not so certain that they did. And you can see him being here, what it's doing for the fan base, for the people here. People are buying in big time and have come back.
There's a buzz back.
There is,
yeah.
and he is the perfect person to get that, because there was a separation between the fan base and this organization, and they needed a special person, and he was the perfect person to do that, and he's already done that in the short amount of time he's been here.
All right, OTA's in the books. Minicamp is next. Clint Stoerner, Ron the Show, Hughley, Sports Radio 610. Guys, as always, appreciate the time.
You bet it, brother.
We'll
Thanks
do it again.
All right, Randy.
Good to see you guys.